We founded SMK a little less than a year ago, so I guess relatively we're kind of babies in the game. But from the get-go, we wanted to start out and create kind of a new model. As you know, the music business is forever changing with technology, so we wanted to start out and see, where we could put our name in the game. So my job on the day-to-day is everything from scheduling artists to come through, reaching out to artists. We have to continue to make music because everyone else out there is making music, so we have to continue to reach out to artists and make sure that we're connecting with the right people. And I also take care of events that we have coming up. We try to do monthly events to keep in touch with the community. And then on top of that, it's reaching out and thinking about new ideas. So I try to conceptualize new projects, conceptualize other avenues we can go down, and think of different revenue streams. So from my day-to-day, and then additional, looking to the future. So they do the music, and I do everything else. I went to the University of Southern California. I was fortunate enough to spend 4 years in California, and I went to school for an entrepreneurship degree. I was in the business school, and my focus was entrepreneurship. So what I basically wanted to do coming out of college and even going into college was start a business. I've started 5 businesses with partners. I have a hot sauce business. I'm starting a baby products company. And music. So I find different things I like and try to basically find avenues where, maybe niches and being covered. But my background, I went out to school there and I moved back to Atlanta to kind of get my roots in business. So that's my background. It's the SMKA Productions started with 2 producers, 808 Blake and 7 King, who I went to high school with. So they actually approached me and because I was starting businesses and doing stuff in Atlanta, and they actually asked me if we could start a business. I would manage it and they would do the music. So, the first thing you do with a business is you look at your product. So, what's our product? What do we have something unique? Is this something that we can sell in the streets? And really, what I like to do in a business is really kind of conceptualize and look at it from 10,000 feet and say, what are we selling? Who's our consumer? What are our revenue streams, and what can we do unique and different that other people aren't doing? There's so many thousands of people making music right now. What is going to separate us from the guy down the street and everyone else across the world that it has a home studio and is making music? What are we going to do to break in? Because I wasn't really interested in just being another production company. So and once SMK started, because I was convinced, they convinced me, not only being friends, but as producers, that not only were they going to work hard, but that they were very talented. I mean, it was, I've been hearing their music, and really through the past year, I've heard their growth, which has been the exciting part, being around music every day. And I was a DJ out in California, so I've been around music my whole life, and I kind of have an idea of what I think could sell, but I was excited about the opportunity of building a production company in a unique light. So that's how we started, and that's how we got going from there. See, I think there's one thing I did learn in college was that there's no one path. There's no I know different managers, and I really don't like to consider myself a manager, but more of a business partner. A manager is someone who does really actually I don't know, but I never like to consider myself a manager because I really do a lot of business and really kind of like the forward thinking, which may be what a manager does, but the qualifications of a manager is probably someone you have to be personable, you have to be someone who's willing to go out there and talk to someone. If you go to an event that's a networking event and you sit there in the back corner and you're not talking to someone, that's going to be a problem. So you have to be personable. You have to be willing to work hard. You have to be willing to work harder than everyone else. And I don't think there's a resume saying I'm good at Excel, or I've really never been a resume guy either. I love the interactions with people. I love the interview process of getting to know someone and really feeling them out as a person, rather than I scored this on a test, or I've worked here, here, and here, because you really don't know what they did there. You don't know what it was. So I think really the main two things you need from a manager is someone who's personable and someone who's willing to grind.